Okay, guys, I promised you a video earlier in the week talking about the Xbox Series X console. I had an initial video ready to be uploaded today. Unfortunately, I had to redo it all over again because of the price point. Now, I was going to speculate, and the original video I was going to make is I expect that the Xbox Series X console is going to be $500. And turns out it's $499. So, and everyone was pretty much in that ballpark about it being a $500 console. I mean, you're getting all the specs. You're getting 4K gaming, the teraflops. You're getting all that stuff in one neat package. All right. So let's just go through the things I noticed about the Xbox Series X console. The price point. I think that's a very modest price point. $500. That's a good, interesting price point for hardcore gamers. For people that are hardcore when you're talking about Microsoft and the Xbox console itself. However, I do not feel that a lot of casual gamers are going to be hopping to the Xbox Series X console for two reasons. All right. One is the price point, and two, a lot of casual gamers are going to look at this and say, why am I spending an extra $200 for the Xbox Series X console when I can spend $299 for the Xbox Series S console? Now, there is speculation and talk in the gaming industry that Microsoft is going to be releasing a Fire Stick version of the Xbox Series S console. We're going to have to wait and see about that. And the speculation price is $199. This video, we're going to be talking about the two consoles at hand, the Xbox Series X console and the Xbox Series S console. And I feel like casual gamers are going to gravitate more to the S than the X, okay, due to the price, all right? So, another thing I want to talk about is the market at hand. Casual gamers rule the gaming market. I don't care what anyone says. There's not enough hardcore gamers or hardcore fans that's rooting for Microsoft and they just buy every single Microsoft console. There's not enough of that crowd, of that community that's going to buy the Xbox Series X console, and all of a sudden the Xbox Series X console is flying off the shelves and is selling more than the S. The S is an economical, reasonable value, and a lot of people are going to look at those price points and they're going to prefer the S over the X. Therefore, it's not going to outsell the S, and I don't think it's going to outsell the PlayStation 5 because of two reasons. One, that brand name alone, when you mention PlayStation, gamers and non-gamers can identify to the name PlayStation, all right? And a lot of people that were interested in the PlayStation 5 console, this doesn't deter them. This doesn't say, well, I'm just going to get an X over the PlayStation 5. Now, price point. The number one reason why console games sell, the number one de facto reason why a lot of consoles are sold is the exclusive titles you can't get anywhere else. All right. A lot of people are going to tell you price point. A lot of people are going to tell you spec. A lot of people are going to tell you hardware. All of that stuff doesn't matter. The games actually matter. The games that you're going to play when you buy the console and years down the road of games, exclusive games that you can't play anywhere else. All right. Now, I feel like that's the number one reason why a lot of people are going to prefer the PlayStation 5 over the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. All right. So people, this notion that, well, it's probably going to be $100. Let's just say hypothetically it's $100 cheaper than the PlayStation 5 console. I feel like the second argument over I feel like number one is game. Number two is price. And price can be a pro and a con. You can twist the price to benefit your brand. All right. And with the PlayStation 5, and when you compare it to the Xbox Series S console, people are going to say, okay, let's just say hypothetically the PlayStation 5 is $100 more than the Xbox Series S console. People can justify that price and say, I'm willing to spend $100 more knowing that I'm going to be able to play these games I can't play anywhere else. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, whoa, there's a lot of PlayStation games that you can play right now on PC, but not the whole gaming library of PlayStation 4 games. Exclusive games, you can play on PC. There's some games, but not all games. And being exclusive is it really does matter, okay? Particularly with consoles, all right? So that's number one reason why people buy consoles. The second reason is price, but price can be a pro. It can be a benefit, or it can be a benefit either way, being $100 more or $100 cheaper. But the number one reason is the games, okay? So the Xbox Series X console, another thing I feel like this console is not going to be de facto console that's going to be selling off the shelves, is Xbox Game Pass. You can literally play Xbox Game Pass on your older Xbox consoles, on the Xbox Series S console. If this rumor is true, you can play the Xbox Game Pass on the Fire Stick version of the Xbox Series X console. You can play it on smartphone, tablet, PC, other devices. And when you spread your service out to literally everyone, then people say, well, why buy the console when I can play it elsewhere? Okay, that's the argument. Xbox Game Pass is streaming, correct? So it really doesn't matter how strong your device or PC, gaming rig, or console is, okay? If Xbox Game Pass, the service itself is good, is great, then it really doesn't matter at this point what type of hardware specs you have in your gaming rig or your device or whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's another reason why I feel like the Xbox Series X got a long hill to climb. Now, in my initial video that I uploaded Tuesday, I told you guys a lot of people are going to buy the Xbox Series S console, but for a different reason. It's not going to be their primary choice. It's going to be a secondary choice. People that already have a PlayStation will say, well, it's $299. It's very affordable. I can go ahead and cop that, but it'll be my secondary device as far as gaming goes. PC wise, I don't see why anyone who has a PC gaming rig is going to buy the X or the S, okay? I can see them buying the Nintendo Switch. I can see them buying the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, because those are exclusive titles that you can't play anywhere else, even though there are some games in the PlayStation library that you can play on PC. Okay? So, with all that being said, I feel like the price point is a modest price point, but I don't think this console is going to change anyone's mindset. People that are interested in buying the PlayStation 5, they're going to cop and get the PlayStation 5. But they're getting the PlayStation 5 as their primary device, and they're getting the PlayStation 5 because of the exclusive titles that you can't play anywhere else. The time exclusive titles that you can play there first that you can't play anywhere else, okay? Exclusives really do matter. They make and break consoles, all right? This is the reason why the Xbox One X, the OG Xbox One, couldn't sell enough units because of Game Pass. I'm about to say GameStop. Game Pass. When you have a service like Game Pass that you can play everywhere, it makes your console obsolete. There's no reason to buy an Xbox Series X. There's no reason to buy an Xbox S when I can play these games anywhere else. And with Phil Spencer saying no gamer left behind, meaning Xbox Game Pass can still be playable on your older consoles. That's another reason why I feel like there's a lot of obstacles in the Xbox way that's going to deter sales. The S, the Fire Stick, the older consoles, and Xbox Game Pass where you can play anywhere else. I'm done. Please leave a like. It's your boy. I'm out of here. Deuces.